year before they can get their license. Here's what would change. Learner permits would have to be held for 12 months instead of 6, and teens would have to keep their temps until 16 and a half instead of 16. And young drivers with learner permits could not drive after 10 p.m. without a parent. Right now, they could be out till midnight. News Center 7 spoke with one person who says this could be a good change.
I mean, just when you're older, you just are just more wise. I mean, that's not really a huge span on, you know, the age group, you know, 16 and a half instead of 16 or whatever. But I mean, I think anything can make an impact.
News Center 7 will track the bill in Columbus and let you know what happens.
A road in Dayton is back open this morning after a car struck 6 gas meters. Veteran was called after police say the car went off the road and struck the meters on Clover Street. Police shut down the entire block to investigate. People can get help heating their homes before the cold winter weather arrives. The Home Energy Assistance Winter Crisis Program kicks off tomorrow. The program helps income-eligible people pay their heating bills and get their furnaces repaired. For more information, you can contact the Miami Valley Community Partnership. So far this year, the program has already helped 800 families.
A lot of fog out there. Kirstie's tracking rain. It's just going to be a mess this Halloween.
It is, and it's already started. A lot of changes in store. Let's get the facts at 53 degrees from Storm Center 7 meteorologist Kirstie Zontini.
Thank you. Yeah, we're going to have a little bit of everything going on today, and that is something that's going to start this morning with the fog and then go all the way through trick-or-treating into tomorrow morning. So here's the Halloween highlights for you today. This morning, we do have areas of dense fog. By about 6 or 7 a.m., that fog will be replaced by rain. So it'll help to break the fog up, but then remember, a lot of our morning commute, especially if you commute between 7 and 9, will be a wet one instead. We'll have heavy rain coming to an end after lunchtime, but then this afternoon the winds will be picking up, and tonight I do expect there to be some lingering moisture as the system exits, so we can have some drizzle around, maybe even some wet snowflakes trying to mix in. Tonight is also when our wind will be the strongest, so we could see gusts up to 50 miles per hour as we head through our evening forecast. So keep that in mind, and when you're going to be out and about later today, and really even just driving tonight is going to be a bit of a challenge. Right now, this dense fog advisory goes until 6 a.m., kind of highlighting the fact that that's when the rain will start to take over and we should see this fog improve. But right now, if you're heading out the door really within the next hour, keep in mind visibility is below a half mile in Dayton, Troy, Sydney. We've got reduced visibility in Wapakoneta, Bellefonte, Urbana, pretty much the entire Miami Valley, even if you're not technically under that advisory. You can see just how poor the visibility is in Greenville, and they're not technically under that advisory from the National Weather Service. As we go through our morning, slowly this rain is beginning to move back in. So if you're in Preble County, you're starting to see these light showers. This is going to keep moving up into Montgomery County as well, and as this fills in, it'll help to kind of mix that fog out. The big picture does show this is a complex low pressure system that will be moving through today. It's going to swing that shield of heavy rainfall through, and then we get a little bit of this wraparound moisture later tonight. Futurecast shows us that. And you can see 6 a.m. that rain will continue to lift north. By 9 o'clock, we all have rain showers, and it could fall steady and heavy at times through the rest of our morning. By the time we head past lunch, here's 1:30, we get that area of dry weather, and that does last into part of the evening. So it's going to be damp, I think, for trick-or-treaters, but it's a little bit closer towards the end of trick-or-treating where we could see some of these drizzly showers kind of mix over to maybe some wet snowflakes up in the northern half of the Miami Valley as they get cold enough. Our after-school temperatures are colder than they are right now, so keep that in mind. It gets colder as the day goes on. We'll be around 43 in Wapakoneta, 48 in Miamisburg. This wind advisory, that kicks in later this afternoon all the way through Friday morning, highlighting the fact that our winds will be the strongest at that point. So when you're driving around today, keep in mind the wind will be coming out of the west-southwest. A wind gust anywhere from 40-50 miles per hour. So the driving directions you need to be very careful with will be east and westbound on I-70 and southbound on I-75. Our Beggars Night forecast for Huber Heights, we will have gusty winds at 6 o'clock, a little bit of that drizzle possible by 8, and you can see just how fast we fall into the 30s. So that's going to be a big issue for everyone. So what you'll need for Beggars Night tonight, Make sure the kids are dressed in layers. If they have their costume, throw a clear poncho on, a flashlight because it will be dark tonight, and of course rain boots since we're going to have a lot of puddles to deal with. Our 5-day forecast does show a very chilly start to our weekend, and temperatures next week finally start to improve. We bring you weather and traffic every 10 minutes. Let's check in with Sarge.
And right now, Kirstie, we've had a pretty good situation as far as our freeway traffic. Right now, we're looking live at Interstate 75. This camera is the Main Street camera downtown. There was a crash there earlier on northbound 75 that had the lanes blocked for quite a while now. About 15 minutes ago, they reopened all the lanes of traffic on 75 northbound at Route 4s. And as you can see, we're back to normal there. But we do have dense fog in the area. We are keeping a close eye on that. I'm Sergeant Mark Bauer in WHIO Triple Team Traffic.
521, it's 53 degrees, and we've already gotten our first school delay because of that fog. Indian Lake Schools operating on a 2-hour delay this morning.
I am not surprised. Montgomery County makes a big purchase. How will save taxpayers hundreds of dollars over the next decade.
Dayton's new